Hi, this is Lady Lex UK, and this is a special pick of the week. We're doing Underwater Kingdom Special. I played, for the first time ever, I played every single entry in the Underwater Kingdom Game Jam. And I put a collection together of all of the levels that I really liked, and I've put them into this collection as I played them, as I voted for them. Now, not every single game that I voted is here, and interestingly enough, the winner of the Underwater Kingdom Game Jam is also not here, and there are some levels here that I have chosen to put in that didn't even make it into the top 25%. So a variety of stuff here. It's interesting to see how people vote. Not everybody has the same tastes and interests. So this is my choice. My favourites from what was a really great game jam. I think it produced some really wonderful things. So we'll start off with elements. And here we have, this is a top 25% entry. This was Crab animated by Ergo Boy. And here is the crab. Now, what I liked about this was not so much the fact that he's animated with his claws, but the fact that he moves sideways. When you push up and down on the stick, he still moves sideways, which I thought was really clever. He doesn't jump. He's a crab. It's a really nice crab, and it's fully animated. His eyes move and all sorts. I think it's really good. Nice one. Our other element got third place. Well done to Andymation B, Octopus Showcase. And this is just a little tiny little scene. And here we have our octopus, which moves really well. Look at these little legs go. And then you have Camouflage, where he turns into a bit of coral. Or Camouflage, where he turns into some sand. I think this is so clever. Really, let's leave him off the edge. Nope, he won't go. I can't throw him off the sandbank. Here we go. Octopus, very nice. Right, let's do scenes next. We've got Welcome to New Snorksby. And I didn't put this into the game category because it really is just an interactive movie, really. But it's so cute. You've got this character you play. These little characters have got an underwater world. Now, for beings that live under the water, they obviously breathe air because they've got diving helmets and things on. But it's so beautiful, it's so lovely and stylized. And I think it's great. You've got the sense of being underwater. It is a kingdom. The chief is about to speak. What is he going to say? Should I spoil it? I won't spoil it. Watch it for yourself to see what the chief has to say. Welcome to New Snorksby. I think that was a really great one. Top 10. Well deserved. Underwater Kingdom. This one that's not in the top 25%. Sci-Fi Underwater Base and Space Station Asset Pack Demo Level. Let's reset progress on this. Okie dokie. So what we have here is a base, living quarters, docking bay, and you press the button, in we go. Here's our docking bay, and we're clearly underwater here. And if I go across the way to the moon pool, there we go, there's a moon pool. Anybody who's watched The Abyss will recognise what the moon pool is. I think this is really nicely made. It's a very nice kit. I recommend checking out the kits for making your own space stations. There's an awful lot in this. It's very nice. So let's have a look at the full credits. Just them. This is their demo level. Very nice. And did not make the top 25. Perhaps people saw it and thought, ah, it's not underwater, it's a space station. There you go. I loved this. This is another one. Just an entrant, didn't make it into the top 25%. I don't really understand why. I think people probably didn't notice the extras and they just got this far and thought, there's not much to this. Here is a shrimp. And you can walk around with him and he's very nice and he's nicely animated. And the music plays. Do, 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 do. There we go. And then you can stand up. Or not. I just love it. And you can swim. I think this is a lovely shrimp model. I should have put this in the elements section. I think I might move it. I love that. It's cute. I think people missed out on that one. That should have done better. Anyway, there we go. Mantis shrimp. This one did make the top 25%. This is Undersea Monster by PV Girax. With assets from these people. So here is our model. This is an undersea monster, mermaidy type thing. And they've made a lot of effort to animate this face. Look at this. Isn't that great? And you can change the filters. And it look completely different. Look at that. Shrink the pupils. Turn on the headlight. Move the eyes with the right stick. Look at that. That really makes her animated. And let's change the camera about so we can see. Lots of camera angles. Woohoo! And it is a mermaid. There's been a few mermaids in the game jam. Very nice model. A little bit of fun there. Top 25% for that one. Here's another one that did not make it into the top 25%. This is Drowning, Bioshock inspired by Awesome Matu. Here are some asset makers.
Warning. System malfunction.
I found this to be actually quite disturbing because this person is going to die and they're in their submarine. The submarine's crashed. There's water leaking in. The water is coming up. He's crying because it's nothing he can do. He can't escape. And he's just going to drown. It's absolutely terrifying, to be honest. I don't understand why this didn't do better. But there you go. Oh, it's terrifying. There we go. Here's my entry. This made top 25%, which I'm pleased about. This is my my underwater statue of Poseidon, the dolphin. I repurposed a piece of music, remixed it to make it watery and mysterious. I took 5 hours to make this statue. So, And what takes up all of the thermo is this tail. All those individual scales just added up and up and up and up. I was quite pleased with this. This is my first attempt at a human sculpture. And I was really pleased with the hands and the body and everything, and the dolphin. So yeah, perfectly okay, I think. And you can turn the music on and off because I'm kind. There you go. I thought it was alright. I'm quite pleased that other people liked it too, so that's good. Here we have another mermaid. This is Underwater by Mills Kills. And this is a very well sculpted face. Lots of realism in that. Looks as if they have the same issue I have with mouths. It's really difficult to sculpt mouths in Dreams for some reason. It's a hard thing. Sculpting in general is quite difficult, especially if you want a bit of realism and you want to do human faces and stuff. So this is a really great effort. It's a lovely, lovely model. Very androgynous, I felt. It wasn't clear if that was male or female, mermaid or merman. I think merman. But then, you know, breasts. Interesting. Androgyny. And why not? Alright, so that's the scenes. Now we've got some movies here, so let's have a look at those. We've got Elon Musk's Underwater Kingdom. This did not make it into the top 25%. This is an acquired taste, I must admit. It's probably very British as well. But I love the animation style of this. And it's satire. You either like it or you don't.
In this special episode, we visit New Atlantis, sovereign state of self-proclaimed King Elon Musk.
I'm King Elon, and I own all of the submarines. While Sugar Hill's up there, conquering all of them faces, I'll be down here conquering all of these fish.
Real-life Bond villain King Elon has built a habitable tube connecting San Francisco to Tokyo. You need to get somewhere, we got Uber Marine. You hungry? We got just the fish. Come on down. In New Atlantis, every shop is called Asdamazon, and they all sell everything.
There you go. That's the idea of it. I thought it was quite fun. I love the real Bond super villain Elon Musk. I think that was really funny. But obviously I'm in the minority there. It didn't make the top 25%, but hey. Right, Ghostly Plunder next by Captain Steam 513. This is a nice scene with a moving camera, so counts as a movie, and it's quite cinematic. I keep seeing my name cropping up and I have absolutely no idea why. However, I did make a collection. I don't know what happens if you make a collection and then people use stuff out of that collection. Does your name then get added to their game? I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I don't know how these things work. But here's Ghostly Plunder. Isn't that good? Atmospheric, right? Ooh. There we go. Ghostly plunder. Top 25%. I'm surprised that didn't do better. Right, next one, Tiny Ocean. I've already played this on a pick of the week previously, so I won't play this one again. So check out pick of the week and find my clip of Tiny Ocean. That made top 25%. Congratulations to Andy Boy there. Right, Submerged, another 25%. A top 25% entry. Submerged by FX Lab Design. Let's reset that, and off we go. What I liked about this is the density of the stuff. You really felt the depth of the water that you were in the deep. Really great sense of place, I thought, this time. A lot of these corals and things are cropping up in multiple levels. You see the same the model, so I don't know who made some of these things, but a great landscaping job done here. We've got bioluminescent fish and everything. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the full credits. So we've got jellyfish makers and all sorts of things in there, I think. That was Submerged. Here's another one that I've already played, The Sunken Kingdom of Libereth by Saku's Mind. I've already shown this one. Very nicely done. Got number 2. Congratulations to Saku's Mind for getting a number 2 place. Right, this I thought was lovely. This is Night Dance. There's a lot of artistic merit to things in Dreams. Little short cartoons are being made, little short artistic presentations, and this is a really good one. I like the reimagining of Undersea Kingdom in the air. There you go. Night Dance. Top 25% for Hook, Line, Dreamer. Full credits. There I am again. Weird. Right, okay. Cobalt Dreams, The Gathering Deep by Tricobalt. Another top 25%. Full credits. They did this on their own. Okay, let's rewind this. And now I put this in the movie category because there is 2 options. You can play, there's a sort of a play mode, but it's a little bit dodgy. I found it a little bit awkward to use, so so I'm going to do it as a play the animation. What's clever about this is these characters crop up throughout in little tiny frozen poses, so you get in the sense of a storyline as they're travelling through this underwater kingdom. turtle. It's good. Really like that. Top 25% for Cobalt Dreams. Then we have Ruins of Edom. Some audio from somebody else, I would guess. Now, this is really lovely as a picture. It's very artistic. So you've got different camera angles, but because the camera angles are not controlled by you, they are controlled by a timeline. This counts as a movie as opposed to the other ones that share scenes that you interact with. There was a few scenes where people had actually taken the scene and just put a water effect on it in order to get cities under the sea. I don't think they were that effective. This one, however, I think is very effective. Looks fantastic. It's atmospheric. Though clearly if you was to put a different sky and take the fish away, this could very easily be above the ground. Might be an interesting experiment if it was possible to remix it, which I'm sure it isn't, to try that out. There we go, Ruins of Edom. This is Underwater Wonders by XD Smatak. I don't know how you pronounce that. Let's go. Top 25% again. What I like is the use of the framing. So you get a sense that you're inside some sort of device or in a visor or something. Very nice dolphins too, I like those. And seahorses there. Lots of new sea creatures and things were made for the Game Jam. I made a collection of underwater things the week before the Game Jam was announced, and there wasn't that many in the Dreamiverse, and now of course there are loads. How many of these have actually been released for people to use, I don't know. But it's nice to see things being added to the Dreamiverse all the time. It's quite slow, that one. So slow moving around. This is Aura Luminescent Chasm by Enigma 0123 on their own. Another top 25%. The danger with a Game Jam is that if you do not grab the viewer's interest straight away, they're just going to skip to the next one because there's an awful lot to see. And because you get used to flicking quickly through, because an awful lot of the entries in these Game Jams are complete nonsense. Where people have put in literally something that's got nothing to do with the theme, or just a block. I mean, I've seen people put in just a block, an uncoloured block. Why anybody would do that, just to waste everybody's time, I've no idea, but people do. And sometimes it's worth just waiting and seeing what the game is all about before you choose to move on. And this one's really nice. It's got all this bioluminescent crystals and mushroomy looking things. Do they have undersea mushrooms? I don't think they do they? It's a fantasy world. It's an alienscape, but there's lots of wonderful depth to this. This looks like a huge cavern with fish, and flora and fauna, and all the lights move with the piece of music, so that's really interesting, and the music is very good. It's epic. There we go. Right, I think that's all the movies. We've done all the movies. Now we're on to exploring. These are the levels where there was no obvious game, but it gets you a chance to explore an underwater kingdom. And we start off with one that I'm surprised didn't get a higher. It's top 25%. This is the Mad GFX team, and this is the Europa set. I think they've been working on for a while now. This is little bits of it. This game is highly anticipated. The people working on it are very skilled sculptors, animators, logic people, everything, music, the whole thing is just wonderful. And this level is very professional looking. Look at this. How could you not thumb this up? They've gone for realism rather than the brightly coloured levels that we've seen previously, with all the bright coloured corals and things. We've seen some of these fish and things before. That fish down there, that was released during the beta, I believe, as an example of the sort of things they were working on. Oh, you could spend ages in here. Right, okay. So that's the Mad GFX subsurface, and that's really great. Right, here's Deep Sea City by JR2576. And there are the asset creators. So it starts off, there is a short cut scene here where we get to explore the Deep Sea City. And it looks really good. And then you realise, actually, this is massive. The scale of this is really quite big. It looks like it's a small thing, but then when you start going into it, you realise, actually, no, this is quite involved. There is an awful lot to see and do here, and it's quite a big model. Because it has all these internal parts. Look at this. How fantastic this looks. So the first part is a movie, and then it gives you a character that you can move around in the world, so you can explore for yourself. So it was a sort of toss-up between, should I put this under movie or should I put it under exploration, but I chose to put it under exploration. And there you are. That's the character you're going to play as. I've seen this has been in the Dreamverse for a while, I think. A skeleton in a diving helmet. If it hasn't, something similar, and I apologise. Your mind starts playing tricks with you after you've been playing Dreams for a while. You don't remember whether this is something you've seen before or something brand new, because everything starts blending into one after a while. Oh, can't go in there. But like I say, it's quite a big model, this. Quite a lot to see and do here. Can we go in this door? Nope. There we go. Deep Sea City. Right, this one got into the top 10. This is the Mermaid and the Diver. Let's just reset our progress on that. Full credits. Just Major Ski Log. mermaid and the diver. Press X to dive. I mean, look at that. I mean, we can move the camera around. We can get in and out of that ship, which is pretty amazing. Let's go dive. And here we have another mermaid. There was no mermaids. There's one mermaid statue when I did my underwater collection. And so many people did mermaids. There's the diver. So you can be a mermaid or a diver in this and explore this underwater world. They've done a great job of the sculpting and the environment. Very nice. I'm not very good at this is the dreams thing, where you can clip inside other objects. It's a bit of a problem, I think, in certain circumstances. That it can be a bit awkward somehow, the limitations of the engine. But hey, there's so much other great things about Dreams. Let's not worry about the limitations of the engine. Let's worry about how beautiful this all looks. There's that ship, look, it's sunk now. Right, so that's Mermaid and the Diver, top 10. And we've got Octopus's Garden by Pikachu. Let's just reset progress on that. Top 25%. I'd like to be under the sea. It's rather good. You can explore this world as an octopus in his garden. It's interesting, the pirate game jam and this game jam, people like making pirate ships as well you might, because they're fun, right? Lots of piratey stuff in the Dreamverse now. So I think Media Molecule needs to stay clear of anything that might involve pirates from now on, because otherwise every single game jam is just going to be a pirate game jam. There we go. That's our lovely octopus in his garden. Now we've got Splish Splosh Daydream by Reddish Boat. Let's reset this. Top 10. So apparently all of this is in his bath. I hope we're not going to come across the other bits and pieces of him that are in the bath, but there we go. So you get to explore this underwater kingdom that's in his bath. And it goes quite deep. Nice use of classical music, which is copyright free because it's old. There we go. I'm not very good at exploring, so you can explore that for yourself. Top 10 there. This one, top 25%. Underwater Exploration by Bembast F2. There's the asset makers. They've used the Dreams lady voice to make a haunting piece of music. I really like this character that you're playing as, this submarine with legs. It's got like duck feet. Let's get out into some light so we can see it nicely. There we go. Look at this. It's got duck feet and it walks around. I think that's really, really good. Innovative. Not just your basic submarine, but a submarine on legs. And these statues move. Tons to explore in this mysterious underwater kingdom. You want to go that way? Look, the bridge is out. Looks as if I'm going to have to go through this portal or something. There we go. And finally, the Mellow Submarine Mystical Magical Barnacle Tour. Now, I can't show you very much of this because it plays Yellow Submarine, and that is a copyrightable tune, and YouTube will be right on me for it. So I can show you up to the point. Have control of the submarine, and it's all black and white until you enter the magical kingdom of the Blue Meanies. If you've ever seen the Beatles Yellow Submarine movie, you'll recognise all of this. There we go, that's as much as I can do. Mellow Submarine, Mystical Magical Barnacle. Check that one out for yourself. It's really very good. And if you know the film and you like the Beatles, then you'll love that. Right then, we're left with the games now. So let's start at the top. We have Finn, top 25%, Fleck Romancer and Dirty Harolds, and pretty much just them together. So let's have a look at their game. Again, they've gone with
Greetings,
black and
adventurer.
white.
You've just arrived in time. The kingdom is in great peril and the Shark King needs your help. Hop up here and we'll get started.
So you're this octopus.
Now for a test of might. You'll need to break this column if you want to continue. Give it an ink blast, would you? Great job. Now just hop across here.
Oh. That was wrong. I should have done that. Okay, let's ignore the glide instruction.
Oh no, the path is overgrown. If only we had a brave gardener to clear these plants out of the way. Watch out. You'll need to sneak past these royal guards. Try hiding in an ink cloud. I shouldn't have to tell you that, really. It's a built-in biological fear response after all.
There we go. It's really good.
Almost there. Just climb on up.
The animation is so good. You've got the acting and everything. I'm going to leave it there. it's got a beginning, middle, and end. It's basically a little story, and it's a lot of fun to play. So I recommend that one. Top 25% for that game. Little Sub Adventures by Masher Buttons, another top 25%. Here are the asset makers. Now then, there's the buttons, there's the buttons. So you've got to collect the glowing globe things. Go in. The retro styling of this is quite good. You want to try and make things in Dreams that doesn't look like anything else. Now, whoa! Oh dear. I drifted into them. That was a mistake. I wonder how you get that one that's trapped in the in that cave. Oh. Right, let's collect that. I'm going to shoot all of these to get through that gap, aren't I? There we go. Playing the Blue Danube. Again, a nice use of a bit of classical music reimagined for the Dreams. It's a nice slow-paced casual game. There's nothing too difficult about it or taxing. It's not as if they're firing back at you. It's just you, the sea, a submarine, and some glowing orbs. Yeah, let's get those as well. As you can see, I've collected nearly half of them. I've no idea how you get at the ones that are trapped in these caves, though. They're just there to taunt you, I guess. How do we get through there? Don't know. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Little Sub Adventures. Top 25%. So congratulations to Masher Buttons. Right. Another top 25%. Tad by Idle Orion. I love the way the credit sort of floats up into the water. I think that's very good. There he is. He's a little swimming robot. Look at him. So you can swim up with X and swim down with square. It's a really nice, smooth swimming animation. And I can go faster with R2. Sort of No Man's Sky underwater. Looks lovely. Okay. The Ocean Revitalization Program is in full effect. Temporary aquaforming deployable units have been issued to monitor regional reclamation. I think what you've got to do is you've got to find these black machines and activate them all. That's the aim of the game here. Again, because it's underwater, it's quite a slow-paced game. So if you want a nice casual afternoon, just swimming away in an underwater world. Caretaker Collective has begun development of the first aquaforming deployable. Preliminary data shows promise for repairing underwater habitats. An extra "the" in there they might want to remove. Anyway, there we go. That was Tad. I like the way that looked. The Deep. This was an interesting one because I think it suffers somewhat from this very slow opener in the game jam, because it's not clear that this is going to be anything more than just a boat and some birds, and then suddenly it's a lot more than that. I love the way that the island just pops out of the water, and then there you are suddenly on this island. Your boat's got a fucking great hole in it, so that's a problem. So let's go and have a look at the lighthouse. And now suddenly we're going down. Into the water. You see some of the portholes and things as we're going down. It's all very effective. My controller's vibrating like crazy. It's always good if you've got a game, think about the vibrations on that controller. It really does add to your games, especially if you've got explosions or machinery, or guns going off or anything. Whoop. This place has sprung a leak. Oh, there's an eyeball. That doesn't look good, does it? Well, it does look good, but you know what I mean. It doesn't look good for our player. All the chairs are floating. Now what? Oh, this way. Are they blood footprints? What's going on? Oh no! I'm going to drown. No! Let me through. So you get the gist. It's a horror movie, and that takes you to another level, and there's more puzzles and things to collect. So it's really quite involved. It's a long play, so I recommend that one if you want to play something a little bit longer. This was cute. This was Welcome to Atlantis. This didn't get into the top 25%, and I don't know why. So we have find the 7 hidden pearls. So you can rise up like this or go down like this, and let's just turn around and look at our cute mermaid with her 50s hairdo. So the idea is to find the hidden pearls, and to be honest, they are well hidden. They really are hard to find. In fact, I think I found 5 of them. There's one. I'm not sure I managed to find all of them. I think this was very nicely done. I don't really understand why this isn't top 25%. There's another one. Perhaps it needed more to it. I don't know. There we go. There's 3. Can we see any up here? Anyway, there's Atlantis. Play that one. My pencils McGeek. Full credits. There we go. Right, another one that didn't make it into the top 25%. This is Super Salvage. Super Salvage Company. X to start. See, that's cute. The way that's done. I think that's clever. Captain, we have a bit of a problem. What's that, Navi? Well, you know those knuckleheads over at Big Scary Corps? Of course, lousy eggheads would rather rake in cash than think about what we're doing into our waters. Yeah, those guys. Those salvage drones they've been sending out have been slaughtering us. Well, our salvage has always been a very competitive industry. Some smarties think they can get a leg up by automating their operation. I say bring it on, there's nothing a little bit of hard work won't overcome. Well, that's great, sir, but I mean slaughtering us. They've sunk 8 of our ships this week. Well, that's not ideal. Anyone hurt? Thankfully not yet, but folks are scared. Old Bill won't even bring his dog to work anymore. I can't blame him, but I need my dog time, okay? So, now, into the sub we go, and dive. So we've got to collect salvage, I think, and avoid the drones. There's some ships up there going back into dock. I think this is really rather clever. I don't really understand why this hasn't done better in the game jam. A lot of effort has been put in here. Maybe people couldn't work out how to get in the sub to start with and never progressed, which is a possibility. Is that something to collect? I don't know. I think that's the problem with this game, is that it's not clear what exactly you were supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it. Clearly you've got to collect salvage in your sub, but how you do that, and there's mines. Which attack your sub. So you don't want to get too close to those either. Now, is that salvage? Or is that's something I need to run into? Yes, that was salvage. Keep away from the mines though. I don't want to get too close because they then come down and get you. Can't go down too low either. I think this is very good. Again, another slow moving game. A lot of people make very slow moving games in the water. So it's not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody wants things that are fast and furious. Top 10 game here. this is Fish Lumps the Game. It's a terrible, terrible title. The original title wasn't much better. But here we go. So you can press the square button to interact with objects. So get on there. And we'll pull the lever. This has got a sort of odd world vibe. Oh no, that's going to spike me. Oh. Did that totally wrong, didn't I? Let's time this bit better. Right, up we go. Up we go, up we go, up we go. Pull lever. Abe's Odyssey is what it reminds me of.
Fish lumps. I can't operate these machines. So hungry. Fish lumps.
It's like, what on earth was that thing? Right, so we've got a lever. And
Fish lumps.
there we go, we've got to get the food into those things. Okay. Oh, right, we'll do that faster. Oh no. Okay. Oh, right, okay, so I've got to stand on there. Stand. Right. Stand on there. Stand on there. And then stand on. No. Oh no. Okay. Stand. Right. Stand on there. Stand on there. No, too early. Oh my goodness, this is hard. Okay. Oh. Right, stand on there. Do that. Stand. Oh. Oh no, where does it go? I have done this. Oh! Unless I did it by accident, a bit like that. Oh well, anyway, I have finished that game. That's Fish Lumps the Game. It's really good. Top 10 in the Underwater Kingdom Game Jam. Check that one out. This one didn't make it. This is To the Underwater Kingdom by Unknown94. They've used RTO as a character. And again, I don't really understand. I think maybe people just skipped it because they thought, oh, it's just an ancient kit RTO, and they haven't really done an Underwater Kingdom at all. And yet no, this was fine. I quite enjoyed this. There was puzzles and all sorts of things. The Ancient Times kit is a good kit, and whoa! Run! Run, RTO! Run! So this is the water temple. So she's heading for the underwater kingdom. She has to get through the water temple. Right, so she got to find the heart of the ocean. Whoa. And that's released that over there. I think people like people to create everything for a game jam, and that might be the reason this hasn't done particularly well. Ah! Overstepped that. Overstepped that. This is actually quite a hard platformer, so I'm going to leave it there because it took me a while to do. So it's a bit of a shame that one did do better, but hey. This is Mind Destroyer by A Brain. Here are the asset makers. Let's reset progress. So we've got a faked up gaming in progress bar. And here is our submarine. So there's lots of people base submarines. Games with submarines. Now, how do I've got a torpedo. I can't remember the controls. Hang on. Left movement, X to shoot. Okie dokie. Yeah, got it. I love the way that the submarine makes creaking noises if you get too close to the walls. Yes. It's quite satisfying blowing up these floating mines. Special effects and sound effects makes a big difference to your level. So don't forget to implement them. Oh, missed. Whoops. Oh, just a little high. There we are. Well, check that one out. Again, it's a nice, slow-paced game. Mind Destroyer. And here's our final one. Dreams of the Deep by Steelkeeper 321. This did not make it into the top 25%, and again, I don't get it. I think possibly it's because people skipped it because they saw this and thought this has got nothing to do with Underwater Kingdom whatsoever. Somebody's just put their Wild West level in, so they just skipped it straight away. I think that's probably what happened. And that would have been a mistake because every time you collect one of these glowing orbs, you start getting fish. Now, there is a show on Netflix called Love, Death and Robots, and they're animations, short animations, adult animations. Not for kids. And there is one of the episodes in there where some guys are out in a place like this where they've got broken down their car, and night falls, and suddenly the place is full of fish, just like this. I think this is probably inspired this creator to make this level, and I think it's lovely. And you collect them all, and the more you collect, the more watery the place becomes, until you get to a point where you can actually swim around. So all these ones that are really high up that you think, well, how am I going to get them? Once you've collected enough of these, you can start to swim. See, now, you see, we're under the water now. I think it's very clever and very nice and very nicely done. And it is possible to get up there, but I'm not gonna jump about. There you go. There you go. Those were the Undersea Kingdom levels that I chose for my collection for my Underwater Kingdom special. It's been a great game jam. I enjoyed nearly all the entries. There's lots to see in there, and congratulations to any of you that got into the top 10, top 25%. But don't be upset if you didn't get into the top 25%. But as you can see, there's lots of really great levels who also didn't make it. So it means nothing. This voting, it means nothing at all. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed my selection, and I'll catch you in your dreams.